Hey, what's up, Uptown kids? It's Nikki, or Mrs. Espinoza, if that's what you call me at school. Today I've been given the awesome opportunity to teach your lesson today. I'm going to share about something that is truly important to me, something I'm very passionate about: worship. You can worship God in several different ways, but today I'm going to talk about when we sing unto Him. In Psalms 100, verses 2 through 5, it says, "Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before Him with joyful songs. Know the Lord is God. It is He who made us, and we are His. We are His people, the sheep of His pasture. Enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. Give thanks to Him and praise His name. For the Lord is good, and His love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations." Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before Him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. Worship is so important, and it's such a privilege, and it's an honor to worship God. Has your teacher ever said, what are the 5 W words? Who, what, where, when, and why? Well, we're going to go over those today in regards to worship. Who worships? Children of God. I know you guys know that you are children of the Most High. He created us to worship Him. So who worships? Children of God. That's you. What is worship? Worship is basically pouring your love and adoration out to God and giving Him thanks, because He is a good God and He loves us so much. So what is worship? Pouring out your love and adoration. Pouring out how thankful you are. Sharing your love with God. Where? Well, you can worship just about anywhere. You can worship in church with your parents. You can worship in children's church and Uptown Kids. You can worship at home. You can worship in your car. Or you can even worship alone in your bedroom. I want to give you a real life testimony. I've always loved to worship. I had a passion for it as a young child, your age. And you know what I would do? I would go into my room and go into my closet. Yes, my closet. And I would sit in there and I would sing songs of worship to God. It was a special time, just for me and Him. And it changed my life. And a passion grew inside of me to worship. So I want to tell you that it's okay if you want to go into your room and worship alone. That's fine. He loves that, because it's time with you and Him. Why? That's an easy one, guys. Because we love Him and He is God. He created us to worship Him. You were made to worship. How special is that? When He formed each of you and had that plan and purpose for your lives, He created you to worship Him, to pour out your love upon Him. I can't think of anything more special than that. So here's the important stuff. It's not about what your voice sounds like. He doesn't care. He looks at your heart. What's in your heart? Are you pouring out your love? Are you pouring out your adoration? Are you pouring out how thankful you are for Him? Telling Him how good He is? Proclaiming His name? Never compare your worship to somebody else's worship. Somebody might stand and raise their hands, close their eyes. Someone might just sing, maybe with their eyes open. There's no comparison, because God doesn't look at the outside. He's looking at your heart. We all want to have a heart of worship, and you can, even as a kiddo. He even loves it when we make our own worship songs. Have you ever tried to write a poem before? That's what songs are, especially if you read the book of Psalms. Maybe sit down with your parents tonight, or sometime in the near future. Pick a few songs out. It was written by one of the most beautiful songwriters in the Bible, David. He was anointed, and he had a heart for God, and he knew how much God loved him. So he had to worship Him. It was in him to worship Him. The Bible says, sing God a brand new song. Earth and everyone in it, sing. Sing to God. Worship God. Psalms 96, 1 through 2. So I encourage you, write your own worship song. Worship songs are love songs. I'm sure you've heard love songs, your parents' favorite love song, your parents' wedding song, worship or love songs to God, and you can write your very own. This is one of my favorite verses, and I'll end with this. It's found in Psalms, again, a wonderful chapter talking about worship and praise. Give unto the Lord the glory due his name. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Worship is something that you can do anytime, day or night. You're a child of the Most High. It's pouring your love and adoration out on God. You can worship him in church, children's church, in the living room with your parents, a car ride on a road trip, or alone in your bedroom. When? Anytime. You can worship God anytime. The Bible says God never leaves us nor forsakes us. He's with you, always. And why? Because we love him. Because he is God, and he created us to worship him. So at the end of this message, I'm going to have my husband put a few songs that I love to worship to. Feel free to check YouTube, obviously with your parents' permission. There are so many great artists putting out great worship music. I couldn't endorse every one of them and say it all in this 5-minute message. But I will tell you, search for worship songs that speak to your heart. The ones that you love to sing. And then sing with all your heart. Worship, because you're a child of the Most High. Take care.